Shri Gurave Namaha. Okay, now today's we have given yesterday some translation practice. In that, some English sentences were given and you had to translate into Sanskrit. If you have done it, read them out. I shall check it. Okay, so you have to read out English yourself and tell that it's a Sanskrit sentence. And then I correct. If it is wrong, I'll correct it. If it is right, okay. Or if there is any extra information to be given, I shall check and tell you. Okay.
Thou speakest.
Thou alla, thou.
Thou.
It's not thou.
Okay.
Thou speakest.
Thou speakest. Vadasi. He speaks. Vadati.
Vadati.
Thou goest. Gachasi.
Correct.
I go. Gachami.
Correct.
He dwells. Vasati.
Correct.
I dwell. Vasami. Thou fallest. Patasi.
Correct.
He knows. Go.
You skipped one word, one sentence. Thou walkest.
Oh, thou walkest. Charasi.
Correct.
Thou fallest. Thou he knows. Bodhati. Thou leadest. Nayasi.
Correct.
He moves. Sarati.
Sarati.
I become. Bhavami.
Correct.
Thou eatest. Asi kadasi.
Atsi.
Atsi.
Not asi. If you say asi, asi means you close that. That much. Asi means you are.
You are.
So it is atsi.
Atsi.
Atsi. Atsi means you, thou eatest, you eat. Singular is you eat. Okay.
Kadasi.
So the kadasi, kada root I have given, though he has not covered. For your practice, you can add it in a bracket or in a separate sentence, but not as a part of it. Since I have taught you, but the book has not taught. Okay. So kadasi you can say, or atsi. Ata should come because it dhatu is ad, not as. Ad dhatu. Therefore, at plus si. Atsi. Okay. I am.
Asmi.
Asmi, it could be bhavami. Both it could be.
Bhavami.
Asmi or bhavami. Okay. Thou art.
Thou art. Asi.
Thou alla. Thou.
Thou art. Asi.
Asi. Thou art. Asi. It is not Mahaprana. Either you make Mahaprana or you make it Tha. It is neither Tha nor Mahaprana. It is simply Da. Thou.
Thou.
It is simply. Matte again Mahaprana you are making. I don't know who told you. TH you are making Mahaprana. It is simply Thou. It is a Da.
Thou.
Ta, tha, da. Third letter.
Thou.
It is thou. Not tha. Either you make tha or you make dha. Both you are making Mahaprana. It is simply thou. It is English. It's not Sanskrit.
Thou.
It is not Sanskrit letter. It is English letter. Thou art. Asi. Next sentence.
He lives. Jivati. He abandons. Tyajati.
Correct.
Thou boest. Namasi.
Correct.
I cook. Pachami.
Correct.
Thou burnest.
Burnest.
Thou burnest. Dahasi.
Correct.
I protect. Rakshami.
Correct.
He walks. Charati.
Charati.
I live. Jivami.
Okay.
He cooks. Pachasi. Pachati.
Ti. Because the ending word is the Purusha Pratyaya. A Purusha Pratyaya, attention should fall on Purusha Pratyaya. If pronoun were given, you see the pronoun and tell, and you don't look at this thing, so you won't learn the verb at all. That's why he insisted that verbs should be learnt. So Purusha Pratyaya, attention should fall on ti see me. That ti see me. Only 3 letters you have to learn. Ti see me. That's all. So he cooks. Pachati, correct.
I abandon. Tyajami.
Correct. So first chapter is over. Okay. Now we go to the second chapter. In the second chapter, we are going to learn 2 new things. One is 4th Gana, that is Chaturtha Gana and Shashta Gana, dhatus. How you make the verbs from the 4th Gana, Shashta Gana dhatus. Secondly, for the translation practice, we are teaching plural forms. Ekavachana, no, plural means Bahuvachana. Only Ekavachana, Ti, Si, Mi we learnt before. Now we are going to learn Bahuvachana. Means concentrate on Bahuvachana. We have learnt all put together in one, but concentrate on Bahuvachana so that in translating you concentrate only on Bahuvachana Pratyayas. Only those 3 Bahuvachana Pratyayas you concentrate, you will be learning better, practicing more. Then the 3rd chapter you will be doing only Dvivachana. Then the 4th chapter, then all put together, Ekavachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana, singular, dual and plural all together, so that you master all of them. Okay, now 4th, now you can see them. 4th dhatu, nash is the one dhatu. Nasha adarshane. If you want to Panini way, Panini calls it nash adarshane. Panini says disappearing. Nash means to perish. What did you say?
Adarshane.
No, nash means to perish. ಇದು ನಶ ಧಾತುವಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಚತುರ್ಥ ಗಣ ಧಾತು, 4th ಗಣ ಧಾತು, ಗಣ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಯ ಈಸ್ ಯ. If you see ya, understand it is a 4th gana. For first gana, what was the pratyaya? Just recall so that you will not forget it. Students should keep recalling the old chapters also. Otherwise, the old chapter is gone and you will be forgetting. So, the first gana dhatus take a. And then 4th gana takes ya. Simple ya. This is the 4th gana. Takes ya. So, nash plus ya plus the, one more thing. In the first gana dhatus, there is a gunadesha. Final vowel or penultimate short vowel takes guna adesha, takes guna substitute. It takes gunadesha. This was the rule applied to the first gana dhatus in order to make them into their present tense form. For the 4th thing, only gana pratyaya is there and no other rule. For the first, there was a gunadesha as well as a a. 2 things were there. Other things were only sandhi rule, general sandhi rules. That ayadesha was a general sandhi rule. So the root undergoes a gunadesha, of course in specific conditions only. And then gana pratyaya was a. Now in the 4th gana, there is no rule, only ya is added and directly form is derived. Nash plus ya, nashya. Isn't it? Nashya. Nash plus ya, nashya. This common. You can keep on adding. Nashyati, say.
Nashya plus nashyati.
Nashya is already done. Now remaining add nashyati.
Nashyati.
Singular salon, let us do. Nashyati. Nashyasi. Nashyami. So, nashyati means, perishing means oneself get destroyed. Oneself get destroyed. Not get destroyed, just to undergo destruction. Undergo destruction. That means perishing. So, nashyati, he perishes, she perishes, it perishes. Nashyasi, you perish. Nashyami, I perish. Now, other forms also you can do for practice. So, nashyati, nashyatah, nashyanti. Now, coming to the plural. For the plural, nashya, anti is the plural suffix. That is purusha pratyaya. Anti. Okay. In this what happens? Nashya plus anti, look at this. This a gets dropped. So what is the derived form? Nashya plus ti, nashyanti. This a doesn't remain. Nashya anti, nashyanti. That's all directly. So nashyati is singular, ekavachana. Anti, if the na comes, remember it is a plural. That is easy. For now, nashyanti, since we are learning plural, okay, complete, let us complete. Nashyanti. Then singular is, what you call, madhyama purusha is nashyasi.
Nashyasi.
Then bahuvachana is nashyatha. Madhyama purusha is visarga. Tha, tha. Then nashyami. Then nashyamaha. Okay. I am only giving plural alone. Duals I am not giving. Okay. Now you repeat it. Nashyati.
Nashyati.
Nashyanti.
Nashyanti.
Madhya dual also is there. We are just leaving it. Nashyasi.
Nashyasi.
Nashyatha.
Nashyatha.
Nashyami.
Nashyami.
Nashyamaha.
Nashyamaha.
Now we are practicing only the new verbs, new verb dhatus. The word, what about the plural forms of the yesterday's chapters? Earlier chapters we have not practiced the bahuvachana. Now let us practice. Now this will be a work for us. Now first take gam gacha. Gam gacha we have done only singulars. Okay. Say once. Gachati.
Gachati.
Plural form is gacha up to this common. Then anti we have to add. In this a is dropped. So gachanti.
Gachanti.
Okay. Now say gachati, gachanti.
Gachati, gachanti.
Correct. Gachati is singular. He goes, she goes, it goes. Gachanti,
They go.
they go. It can be, they can be women, men or inert objects. Anything. Te gachanti. Now gachasi, you go.
Gachasi.
Plural ki gachata.
Gachata.
Many go.
Many go.
In Bhandarkar's English, or that is in old British English, thou goest and you go. But for us, we don't use that singular because we are not familiar with it and it looks very odd for us. We use you go, that's all. You go, it is, you may say you many go. You go is a singular. When you say simply you go, it is singular. You many, sometimes we say to clarify, put it in bracket, you many. You many means plural. Okay. So gachasi,
Gachasi.
gachatha,
Gachatha.
gachami.
Gachami.
We know already. Now gachamaha.
Gachamaha.
We go. When many people, we many, bahuvachana. When we many people are going, gachamaha. Gachamaha means we. So me, maha, note it. Me is singular, maha is plural. Then si is singular, tha, plural. Then ti, anti. Simple ti and anti. Gachati, gachanti. But if you do one more word, you will understand. Nayati, ni nayati.
Nayati.
Singular. Nayati.
Nayati.
Nayanti.
Nayanti. Nayasi. Nayatha. Nayami. Nayamaha.
Correct. Even nayamaha. So nayamaha, we are taking. Nayatha, you are taking. You take or you are taking. Nayanti, they take it. Yeah, they are taking it. See, where are the books? When you say nayanti. So the manushaha nayanti, balaha nayanti. So they are taking it. They are taking it with them. Nayanti, they bahuvach. Nayati, he takes. The balaha nayati, balaha nayanti. The balas are taking. Okay. Next pata. Patati.
Patati. Patanti. Patasi. Patatha. Patami. Patamaha.
Correct. Another dhatu. Buddha. Buddha, bodha, to understand. No, to know, understand. Bodhati, singular we know. Plural only we are adding to here. Bodhati.
Bodhati. Bodhanti. Bodhasi. Bodhatha. Bodhami. Bodhamaha.
Okay. So it becomes easy if I write it here. Ti. Okay. Then you can, seeing it, you can make it. Now bodhati is over. Bhu bhavati.
Bhu bhavati.
Bhavati.
Bhavati. Bhavanti.
Bhavati, he is, she is, it is. Bhavanti.
They are.
They are. Many people. Bhavasi, you are.
Bhavasi, you are.
Bhavatha, you many people are. Bhavami, I am. I am or I become. I am or I become. Bhavamaha, we are. We are or we become. Okay. Next, Raksha.
Raksha.
See, in language, it looks time wasting, but this is the only way, because language needs practice, repeated practice. So it may look that we are wasting time, but language needs practice, because the first chapters are well grounded, then other chapters become easy. Now first is Raksha. Rakshati. Raksha means to protect. Rakshati, he protects, she protects, it protects. Rakshati. Rakshanti, they protect.
Rakshasi, you protect. Rakshatha,
you many protect.
Rakshami, I protect. Rakshamaha,
we protect. Okay, correct. Vada.
Vadati,
he speaks.
It is
he, she, it speaks.
Vadanti, they speak. Vadasi, you speak. Vadatha, Vadatha, you many speak. Vadami, I speak. Vadamaha, we speak.
That's all. So this means samskara. The words should stay in your mind. That means this word means this. That word and the meaning connection should be deeply ingrained in the subconscious mind. As you utter the word, instantly the meaning should occur. That is the only learning. All learning means only, we call in our traditional language samskara. Means samskara means you think only doing rituals. It's not that. Samskara means the connection between the word and the meaning should be deeply ingrained in your subconscious mind. As you utter vadamaha, instantly the meaning should occur to you. This is what means mind gets a samskara of the samskara means what? An impression in the mind. An impression deeply seated in the mind, planted in the mind, is samskara impression of the connection between the word and the meaning. This is called samskara. We call it a samskara. Samskara means processing. In Ayurveda, you take a rock object of some kind of a, what you call that, plant something product, and then subject it to certain process, and it transforms into something. Please come in, yaru. Ayyo, ivaru ಈಗಲೇ ಬಂದ. ಒಂದು 15 minutes ಇದೆಪ್ಪ, ನಾನು ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು processing, when you do it, that is also called samskara in Ayurveda. So this is also samskara. A raw thing, when it is processed, that is called samskara. Here you are registering in your mind. This is also samskara. See, the samskara word, traditional word, has got different meaning, can be translated in differently according to context. Because these days you have to, when you learn Sanskrit, you must know English also. Because many people ask you to explain what you learnt in Sanskrit in English. I've seen people, they know Sanskrit but they cannot explain in English. For that you need a good vocabulary and good expressions. So that's why I'm using two languages simultaneously. So one is when you register the word and the meaning connection in your mind, deeply planted in your mind, it becomes so spontaneous. As you utter the word, immediately mean. That means your mind is registering the meaning of it. So it is gathering the samskara, leaving the impression deeply ingrained in the mind. So samskara word means that. Okay. So samskara means in our what you call upanayanadigalu samskara. Even that samskara means giving some kind of an impression in your mind. But they're not only impression. Here you create a vibrations. You invoke the cosmic vibrations, Devata Shakti upon you, on your sense organs, on your body, on your individuality. You invoke the blessings and Devatas and install on you. Like consecration and Devatas, you install. Devata Pratishtha. Similarly, you do Pratishthas, Devata Shakti upon you. So that is called, when you invoke the Devata Shakti upon you, and after taking Devata Shakti, you are strictly to follow certain rules. Otherwise, the Devata Shakti which is installed on you will leak away, will weaken. And after some time will disappear. Therefore, after Upanayana, follow certain things. Certain food, Sandhya Vandana, discipline, values, certain things you have to follow. Certain lifestyle you have to follow. Certain way of speaking, talking, living and thinking, all that. If you don't live that, whatever samskara you have given, you will lose it. Therefore, they say, for 1 month, for 1 week or 1 month, if you don't do Sandhya Vandana, you have to again re-undergo Upanayana. That means the samskara which was given to you, that the Devata Shakti invoked upon you will become fizzled out. Again, you have to reinstall. That's why I told you, maintain it by your Sandhya Vandana, certain discipline, values and etc. That's why speak truth, don't hurt others, don't exploit, don't be angry and all those things. And follow daily your rituals, prayer to God and obey your elders, guru and parents, science study, keep your doing your own dharma. So with this, whatever that Devata Shakti invoked and installed upon you will remain on your sense organs and mind. It will remain. Otherwise, gradually wears out. If you don't do Sandhya Vandana for 1 day, that's why they ask you to do Prayaschitta. What is Prayaschitta? You have ignored it. You have ignored that invoking and in doing your sadhana of Gayatri Japa and prayer to all that Sandhya Vandana. What happens? Your sense organ becomes dumb and numb. That earlier energy invoked, your relationship with your Devata Shakti, that becomes numb or dusted. If once you skip it, therefore you have to do Prayaschitta. Prayaschitta means what? You rub it more and again awaken it. Otherwise it becomes dumb. If 1 day if you don't do Sandhya Vandana, you have to extra do it some Gayatri or Sandhya Vandana, something, so that it has become numb now. You have to awaken it again. 1 day, once you skip the Sandhya Vandana, next time you again do some little extra Gayatri, so that you maintain that, what you call, the awakened state. Otherwise your sense organs lose the power. Sense organs and mind and all that. If you don't do for 1 day, you have to do extra Prayaschitta. some what you call that Kushmanda Homa and all those things. If you do it for 2 days, 3 days, they will give you some yajnas, rituals, so that again you re-invoke, again get back that power, Devata Shakti. If you do it for 1 week, 10 days or 1 month, that's all you need. Again re-upanayana, because whatever that Devata Shakti invoked upon you is gone. Is gone now. Now people think that only Janma is Brahmana. Simple, birth is not Brahmana. All these things you have to retain. First thing is you have to be given. After giving, you have to maintain it. That's why you need a lifestyle. For that lifestyle, you have to be a very strong person to be able to follow the discipline and values. If you can't live in the company of Brahmanas or Dvijas, so those who also follow these similar values, or even if you live among the Shudras, they encourage you to follow your Brahmana dharmas. Hey, you are a Brahmana, Sandhyavandana, time has come, go and do Sandhyavandana. I would see Shudras remind you, hey, you are a Brahmana, evening time you are here. You are not going for your puja. They don't know Sandhyavandana, they call puja only, they don't understand. Hey, you are Brahmana here, you this thing, go, they say that. Then if they don't do, they say, what Brahmana you are, you don't do your puja, how can we respect you? Even the Shudras also make you to follow your Brahmana dharma. Then with such Shudra company is not bad. That's why they say don't live with the Shudra, avoid the Shudra company, Shudra Sangatya, because if you start following them, then you won't do your discipline, your rituals, etc. You don't. They use vulgar words. Don't use language should be chaste. Never use vulgar words. Because the mouth with which you chanted Veda mantras, you can't repeat the vulgar words. Nowadays, this English medium means learning American slangs. American slang means vulgar has become so common. It looks so dirty. None of the fellows are fit for our Vedic Adhyayana. And they say, we study Veda Adhyayana. You stop these vulgar English slangs, then you will become fit for Veda Adhyayana. What is this all going on? Nonsense. Every word you open, you talk shit and butt and all this. What is all this? Only these 2 words I have heard. In our days, we would see our brahmacharis coming from Bombay and Delhi, they start using them. We would not understand. I asked, what is these words? They would laugh. Sometimes one was little senior to us and he told us, these are all 4-letter words. We were English medium students, live in big cities like Bombay and Delhi. In schools, we use this language commonly. So in our speaking, it comes. I said, we never learned these slangs and are these dirty words. We learnt a chaste English only through books alone. So our English is very chaste, bookish English. We speak a highly educated man's, cultured man's English. We never speak. Now we picked up all English medium people, pick up only American slangs alone. Oh, dirty words. They use every dirty word. This is a very strange thing. So therefore, speech also there should be discipline. Always keep yourself clean. You attend the bathroom, etc., wash your hands and etc. clean and do achamana. So keep the clothes clean, surroundings clean. Your speaking, behaving with your people also should be respectable and all that. Always think of Ishvara, presence of Ishvara you remain. Don't go to the dirty places where you cannot think of Ishvara. Because remaining in the temple, home and Gurukula, in that atmosphere alone remain. Because all the time you have Veda mantras with you. So they should be maintained. The purity of them should be maintained. Then live in the company of Guru and Guru. Or your friend circle should be either Brahmana or Dvijas, or even if you are Shudras, there should be cultured and good people. They will encourage you to follow your own dharma, your own rituals and Sandhyavandanam. Then they are also good company. They are not bad people. Okay. But if they tell you, what Brahmana, you are trying to show all your this thing, no Sandhyavandanam, nothing. You eat with us and you eat like this. Anything you eat, Anjali you eat and all that. Then you can't live with them. You can't live with them. You will be definitely fallen from your Brahmana dharma. In fact, Shudras, those who live with Brahmana, they should have a clean hands, what you call clean clothes. They may not do Veda mantras, but they can do some Purana, some Vishnu Sahasranama or Shloka, something. They also should follow the cleanliness, take bath. Without taking bath, never eat, never drink tea or coffee. Take bath and wear clean clothes, and then also do your own simple prayers and also live in the company. Then in fact, Shudras living in the company of Brahmanas are supposed to learn good values and discipline so that they also will be purified. Instead of that, they are telling, hey, you are acting, Swamiji, you are trying to show that you are a Brahmana, all those things. Nothing doing all those things. You eat with us and you eat what you all this Anjali and all that. Now this is gone. Anjali you don't eat because with your tongue you pronounce the Veda mantras. Others Anjali you are not supposed to eat because the prana upasana you do it. The prana should be Shuddhi of the prana, inner prana, which is behind your sense organs. The prana is Sakshat Paramatma sitting in you, the energy behind all your sense organs. So therefore, whatever you eat is a naivedyam to the Devata. Therefore, you can't eat uchishta, anjali, you can't eat it, because you are offering naivedyam to your prana devata, your jataragni devata in you. Therefore, you are supposed to eat clean food. You can't touch anybody without taking any food cooked without taking bath, any shudra food, because shudra means generally they don't take bath and all this. So that's not allowed, because you are doing an naivedya to your prana. So that way you maintain that purity, that bhavana. It's all manasika bhavana. It is your feelings, maintain that purity. So all this discipline, therefore follow, obey your parents and obey your shastras, injunctions, obey your guru, live in the good company, and also morning, evening and Trikala Sandhya Vandanam you follow, and follow the values and discipline, sense organs and etc. remain control. Then your Gayatri mantra works, and the Upanayana has infused certain energy, Devata Shakti in you that retains. Then you become partly Devatas, Devata Rupa. You receive the Devata Anugraha, so Devatas stay in you. Then the Veda mantras also will become power. When you chant the mantras, that will invoke Devatas. You can heal the disease, you can remove certain obstacles in the way, you can bless people. That's why they do Namaskara to Brahmana, and Brahmana blesses. Blesses means because the Devatas is continuously in touch with them. He is continuously in touch with them. Otherwise, how will you bless? And blessing has no meaning. Your blessing has no meaning. And why should they do Namaskara to you? Unless you have these things. So by birth alone is not enough. Birth is only like admission into a college. You get admitted into school or college. By admission, you don't become doctor. Supposing you joined the medical course, you joined it, you got admission. Today onwards, people call you doctor, you start treating patients. Hey, I got admission now. Now college has not yet started now. It will take some time. For only 1 day, 2 days we have attended the introductory talks. We attended the 1 day classes and came here now. Now they start treating patients and do operations and all. Will you do that? You have only joined the college. You don't know whether you will pass or fail in that thing. Each year you have to pass. Similarly, Upanayana, Janma is only just admitting it Brahmanahood. It is only admission. You have to maintain it by Upanayana. Upanayana is a samskara. Samskara means invoking Devata Shakti upon you, and then on your indriyas and mind, and then maintain the purity of sense organs and mind by your behavior, by your sadhana, daily Sandhya Vandana, 3 times. If 3 times is not possible, twice you do, and in the Madhyana, at least to do briefly, at least you can offer Arghya Pradhanam you can do. Arghya Pradhanam with your clean hands and legs, you can do Arghya Pradhana, and sit in a chair also you can do Japa. Somewhere you can say. Japa you can do anytime, even after food also you can do. But Arghya Pradhana should be done at the right time. Correct time, that's Madhyana. Then afterwards, little later, depending upon your time, you can do Gayatri Japa little later also. At least minimum you do 10 times or 11 times, and then later you can do in the evening. At least to sit in a lonely place somewhere in a corner, just to do 10 times Gayatri. It takes 2 or 3 minutes, 5 minutes. At least you are concentrating wholeheartedly to prayer. That means you are reinvoking that energy, that Devata connection with Devatas, so that doesn't become blunted or dusted, isn't it? Dusting means accumulating dust. It doesn't become, so that that maintain that liveliness relationship with your Devatas. So this is what it is. And then your behavior, supposing if you get angry, you quarrel with some people, or somebody, you are upset, something seriously happened, that disturb your mind. You have to do some extra Gayatri, extra Puja Japa, or go to Guru, or go to temple and do Namaskara, Pradakshina. Purify your mind. That's why Yadannat Kurate Papam Tadannat Pratimuchyate Yadrat. Do you say that or not? Sandhya Vandana mantras. So whatever papa you accumulate, your sense organs and mind become blunted. That is papa. You accumulate. Whatever papa you accumulate in this due to some reason, either somebody hurts you or you misbehave. Even if you don't behave, others hurt you. Your mind becomes depressed or some kind of a frustrated, and then humiliated. Then you accumulate some kind of a negative energy. Then you have to purify. So that's what is purification. So then you have to do that, so that you maintain the purity of sense organs and mind. This is how the Brahmanatva. Otherwise, just to take birth and do anything, people don't do Upanayana until the age of 20 and still say Brahman. What kind of Brahman? 20 years age come, and now you know how he defends. See, in our family, in our thing, we do Upanayana just 1 day before marriage. What does it mean? 1 day before marriage? In fact, Upanayana is joining a school, joining a Gurukula. It is sadhana. You do Gayatri Japa and Sandhya Vandana and join the Gurukula. You purify your life of a brahmachari. So the all brahmachari life you live the purity and accumulate all your energy and devata shakti, and that brahmacharya you will be convocation, you will be closing down brahmacharya and joining grihastha, and that is the time you enter into brahmacharya. One day before you enter, next day you enter into grihastha. Is this the way? It is something like you enter a medical college, first day take admission, study all the 6 years, and then you will be what you call pass out. Pass out means leaving the college. And he says, one day before leaving the college, I join. Today you join and no classes today, and tomorrow you will join and get certificate, pass out. You will be given certificate that you are a doctor. This is what is happening. Fools, these people don't understand. No, he says, my father told that lot of income, expenditure you will have to incur, and you have to call the relatives and etc. No, there is no money, no, we will not do panayana. I say it is not a public function. It is your samskara, just like admitting your school. To admitting your school, you call your elders and make a big party, and all your elders, grandchildren, grandfather and etc., relatives and friends. Oh, I am admitting my child into medical college. Come all people and bless him. And then you make it a big function like a marriage. What is all this? It is not a marriage like function. It is just a samskara of devatas, parents and guru. 3 people are main. And any other brahmana or anybody who has undergone this thing, who does the tapas, who does the japa, dhyana, sadhana, such people, 1 or 2 people. Even after Upanayana, you can go and receive their blessings. After Upanayana, you can go and receive their blessings. So their blessings reinforces the samskara you have received. Upanayana samskara, you have received it. Therefore, once in a while you meet the elderly people and receive their blessing, so that Upanayana samskara will be what you call continuously renewed and maintained. That is Upanayana. Therefore, the samskara word is that. Anyway, I am just deviated, sorry. So, but thing is, samskara means, in the language is samskara. Language samskara means a word and its meaning. Instantly should strike in your mind, because they should be planted in your subconscious mind. So, this is one samskara, that Upanayana, etc. Vivaha is also samskara. And then Ayurveda is samskara. See, the same samskara word has got different meanings according to the Shastra. In Karmakanda samskara, rituals is one samskara. And Vedanta samskara is another. Vedantic samskara, that will tell you in Vedantic class. So, and then Shravana samskara, Shravana Manana samskara, that is Antarmukata Vairagya, that is a samskara. Now here it is a language samskara. Then Ayurveda samskara is processing the raw material into a medicine, into a usable medicine. Process it. Whatever is available in the raw form from the nature, you process it by heating it, pounding it, and then putting in sunlight and all that, whatever steps you do it, and then make it into a usable medicine. Now it is processed. We call samskritam. If the samskara padididdu, you can use the medicine. So the samskara word in Sanskrita has got these 2 or 3 meanings. Okay. Somebody told, learning language means learning ideas. Learning language means each word conveys certain idea. Learning idea means learning a culture, values, learning world, expanding your vision. Therefore, in those days, learning a language means a very cultured man. These days, learning language means you pick up all your, what you call, your English medium slangs, American slangs in English medium schools. It's only vulgar language, you open the mouth, it's a vulgarity. Terrible fellows. Even educated, these highly educated fellows also talk nonsense alone. It looks very dirty even to listen to them. So here, one should never use. By slip of the tongue, if you use vulgar word, do prayaschitta. You have to do vachamana and do some japa, and then do prayaschitta, so that mouth will not come again. It should not occur even in subconscious mind. So that vak should be shuddhi. Otherwise, your vakindriya becomes apavitra. And with the same mouth, you can't speak Veda mantras or shlokas even. So, in the name of this shloka Veda mantra, you will be learning a lot of beautiful values, good values, a culture. Therefore, it is a culture. So, language means each word conveys an idea. That idea represents some noble idea of life, one aspect of life, either the world or the society or objects or the Panchabhuta nature, or about human body, human mind, human life, some value, some culture. So, every word conveys some idea. That idea enriches you or expands your vision, your understanding of life. Therefore, learning a language means expanding your vision. And these days, language means only word and literal meaning, and he has become educated man. It looks very odd. Traditionally, you see, that's why In our every word we explain. You study traditionally. Every word he knows the definition of benefit with context, how to apply it, the vision behind it, the value behind it. He knows the all deeper meaning of it. So the word and its meaning, Shabda Shabdartha, this is all our Shastras, whether you go to Vyakarana Shastra, Tarka Shastra, or Mimamsa Shastra, Vedanta Shastra, Ayurveda, any Shastra, our traditional Indian Shastras, language means you go into the depth of it. All ideas properly. Every idea should be very clear. Clear perception, clear understanding of an idea. And those ideas talk about life. They enrich your life, they purify your life, they, enlarge your vision of life. And also purify your life. Therefore, language, we have given very much importance to language. Language means understanding life. Present education system doesn't have. Okay. Or other way is Shudras. Then what about the Shudras? They are advised to live in the company of Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaisya, so that you are living in the company is their Gurukula for them. Just as a brahmachari lives in the company of Brahmana Guru, for Shudras live in the company of Brahmanas. Brahmanas means Brahmanas who have undergone the Gurukula. So that living in there are two ways of learning any subject. You take medical science. One is a technical way. Science you learn a technical way. Another is without going through the mathematical principles and all, the basic principles in an applied condition in life, you learn a simple science in the form of stories. Stories and events. So you learn the stories and events, you don't know the technical mathematics and all that. But you learn the basic idea of the science in a non-technical way. Similarly, Shudras, because Shudras have got other professions to follow, they have to devote their time for that. Therefore, for learning certain values and discipline, etc., first they learn from their parents, and little more things, certain culture and values, you have to be in the company of the Brahmanas, so that you learn these things in a non-technical way, but you learn the Ayurveda, culture, values, discipline, all that you learn from them. Therefore, that is their Gurukula. To be in the company of Gurukula, respecting them, treat them as a Guru and learn from them. Orally you listen and follow their behavior, imitate their good behavior. Of course, only those behavior which suits your caste in those days. You don't imitate what all they do, we do imitate it. Because you see, each caste has its own certain dharma. Leave out those dharmas. There are certain common values and discipline and culture. Those things, Samanya dharma, everybody should learn. Learn from Brahmana, or even Brahmanas can learn from Shudra. Manu says that. Even in Chandala, there are good qualities, good value. Brahmana should learn from them. So all good values and culture, from whichever caste you learn, watch and learn. Generally we say, hey, even Shudra, what a culture, what a values he has got. How cultured man he is. He's such a great man, even though he's a Shudra. Oh, such a great man. We all talk of them, we praise of him. He's a Shudra, but still what a culture, what a values he has got. Some people say, probably in Purajanma he must have been a Brahmana. The idea is, he enjoys that good culture and values, which is respectable and which is to be ideal for us to follow, to imitate and follow. So that way, wherever these are, learn from them. So therefore, this is the thing. Now tell me, why keep on hating that old culture? There are certain degenerations, mistakes, few people, okay, happen. The mistakes happen, people do. See, ideal is ideal, many people may not follow. People follow at a certain degree whatever they can. Not that everybody follows perfectly. That's impossible. Nobody can do it. What is written on paper. But they tried best to try to live all these values. But you see how beautiful it was, relationship between different castes. Therefore, Shudras live in the company of these people. He is learning the values. So it is a Gurukula. Therefore, they told Sarva Brahmana. These people say, oh, they want us to Sarva Brahmana. That means they want us enslaved. See, they are taking it as a slaving, because respecting Brahmana is a Guru. It is a respect to your Guru. That means you learn values, discipline is a Guru. Bhakti is a sadhana for you. Now, Varna Vyavastha is explained as a more of a political due to invasion. Aryans invaded, therefore they don't touch Shudras. They keep away. They keep Shastras. They deny the knowledge to them. They keep the knowledge to themselves. They explain political reasons because they have done it. The European Indologists and Britishers, they have done it. They interpreted Hinduism in a political reason. Varna Vyavastha, the basis of Varna Vyavastha is political reasons. They invaded, they enslaved the Shudras, therefore they will not give the knowledge. But this nowhere you will find in our Shastras. So they interpreted it as a more a socio-political. But we have no socio-political. It's a purely ritual and culture, and it is a purely ritualistic, cultural and jnana sadhana, adhyatmika it is. And this is our tradition says. I don't know whether they don't know or they don't want to know, whatever it is, or our traditional people are not telling them. But common people, the modern educated, they all see, now Aryan invasion is disproved. Okay, Aryan invasion, the theory is disproved, but the interpretation of the caste relationship and their behavior of Brahmanas and Shudras, interactions, interrelationship, all these things were implied, derived from that Aryan invasion. Aryan invasion is disproved. Okay, that you set aside. But the implications, derived implications are continuing. That hatred is continuing, disrespect, hating, misinterpreting, condemning Brahmanas, all that is continuing, isn't it? Now, who is to do? Who is to correct it? That's why I told, dismissing Aryan invasion as a theory is not enough. Its implication has gone deeply into our society. Who is to correct them? That is real independence. When we got independence, not only the theory is dismissed, its implications are affecting our relationship. How they start hating Brahmana, and Brahmanas also don't follow their dharma. They give up their dharma. They try to behave like Shudras, and Shudras also they start hating them and they do something else. Now this is what is happening. Now nobody is bothering. That means Aryan invasion, that's the political interpretations of Varna Vyavastha, still continuing it. We are increasingly implementing it. We start hating each other. Brahmanas feel guilty and they hate them. They hate them, these feel guilty. We have oppressed them. Where is that oppression? Because Aryan invasion. Now this kind of an interpretation, still the political interpretation is prevalent in the society. We need our own education system. Our own education system means not that RSS and Arya Samaj. RSS, Arya Samaj followed all these Indologist ideas. They are interpreting Indologist idea in the name of Vedas, in the name of culture. That means you study Veda mantras but interpret all Indologist, this interpretation of Aryan invasion. You incorporate Aryan invasion in it and talk the same way. Then this is not Indian culture. Traditional interpretation, you take it and understand it. Until that is recovered, then the health, there should be a healthy pride in our culture and religion and our shastras. Shudras also should feel proud of Hinduism, and Brahmanas also feel, every caste will feel, they follow their own dharma, and their mutual relationship should be mutual respected. Nobody should exploit others. If there is exploitment, there is a punishment for them. Even Brahmana is punished if he exploits a Shudra. You see them? There is no freedom that you can exploit others. Even Shudra you exploit, there is a punishment for you. You can't do that. So because dharma is a dharma, dharma controls everybody. Dharma is superior to all. Nobody can disobey. So that's the thing. So it is a value, a culture, is a discipline, and is a dharma. This is left out. Only Aryan invasion. Then RSS and Arya Samaj, they may say, no, we don't believe Aryan invasion. But the implication of Aryan invasion, they are implementing. Because they are feeling guilty. Oh, caste system was not there, or caste system was not by birth, or they talk all these things. That means you are feeling guilty and you are implementing only Indologist interpretation alone. So, anyway, we have gone little deviation. Hey, time also up. Anyway, I think we'll stop with today. Okay. We have started late. Anyway, I think today's class was incomplete anyway. We'll continue tomorrow. Anyway, that one word samskara has deviated from us. Anyway, a little bit of explanation. Okay, hereafter I won't do much. I may explain little bit, 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes. Today it has gone little longer.
Basis to understand Shodasa samskara.
All samskara. Samskaras are a purification. Means what you call the inner negative energy of the sense organs and mind is removed, and then the positive Devata Shakti is infused in you, and later by sadhana you maintain it. So first Janma and Veda Mantra Samskara, then the life to maintain it. 3 put together make you Brahmana. Janma, Samskara, Veda Mantra Purvaka Samskara, later lifestyle. Your life, your sadhanas. Lifestyle means sadhana. Lifestyle, not RSS meaning of lifestyle. Sadhana, we mean. By lifestyle means sadhana. So these 3 maintain you and makes you Brahmana. Why Brahmana? Any caste. Even Shudra, anybody, even Chandala, everybody. Janma, and then their own, whatever Shastra given samskara, follow your profession and your these things and live it. Then it makes you a pure person, a good person. Otherwise, it's an incomplete thing. Okay, we'll stop with this. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat.